Good afternoon. Welcome back to Crypto Learning Community, where I teach just about all things crypto. As of late, and because of my life, I'm mainly just sticking to technical analysis, right? So if you like trading and you're serious about being a day trader, I specifically just stick to crypto, and I teach the how-tos on mindset and how to actually do all the doodles on the chart, right? All the pretty lines and levels and all that. That stuff's easy, but one thing in particular you're gonna find here is mindset, right? The rules and strategy that actually implicate a trade on each and every time you have a setup. So without any further ado, we're gonna get right on into it. I have a lot to go over. Give a little breakdown. We're gonna check out Bitcoin dominance, altcoins that I'm buying right now, and as we come down some more, because I do believe that Bitcoin's going to come down some more. We're going to do a little bit more of a top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We'll take a glance over at CBD, see if anything's going on over there. But for the most part, it's going to be a rundown of everything that's happened, what was going on behind the scenes, why this happened, and all those goodies. I think I just realized I never posted the last video, but it was. I'll kind of recap right now. I might end up throwing that back on my channel sometime today. So keep an eye out for that if you want the recap before this to get some context. Uh, let's get on into it. Going over the daily, our coil is now finally breaking down. This is one of the major things that I was talking about. Was we have a nice pretty coil here, and that it's gonna give us a nice push down. Really targeting this area, but we have confluence for mainly this 80,000 zone right here, and then 70 on in here. So definitely keep an eye out on those. Another major indicator for this move down, and even more room to go down, was we were watching the weekly and daily time frame on Market Cipher B. I know this can be an expensive tool for some people, but I do recommend it. I don't have any discount codes, but there's some out there, and Christmas time, so maybe there's some sort of deals going on. But it's a really good indicator, and I use it for a lot of my strategy. And it's very accurate. There are some knockoff ones, like not Market Cipher. That's one of them. But I've used those in the past, and one day I was looking at someone else's, legitimate Market Cipher, comparing it to what I was getting on Money Flow and my divergences, and just I was being misled. So take those others with a grain of salt. All right. And if you're gonna invest, a lot of people selling courses and stuff. All my stuff's free, but you should invest in yourself. Okay, that's very important. Your tools are very important. Um, so as you can see over here on Market Cipher, we did get the red dot on the weekly time frame. Excuse me. The only thing is money flow has been coming up. I want to point out, I think I pointed this out in the last video. I go all the time. We really don't get these weekly time frame bearish divergences very often. We had one back over here that gave us this move down, and then we had a little one right here, and then a larger one right here that gave us this whole. That really is what gave us the entire bear market of the 2021, right? That and other confluences, but it's no joke. It gives some serious pullbacks. So our major targets are going to be like this order block and old support resistance zone of 74 to 75,000, and even as low as 70,000 ish area. But if we come over to really, I should also point out is we've been we could be very close to the top on Bitcoin. I'm gonna be honest. It could already be in, or we could get another push up. I'm thinking something very similar to this, because we even on the monthly time frame we are primed to get a red dot, and that is going to be no joke of a bearish divergence. As you can see, we had one on this here, and that led us to ultimately the Bitcoin top and bear market coming in, leading to a nice bottom. So just briefly going over that scenario, we do get this red dot, and money flow's been coming out very bearish. I'm definitely looking to buy at the 30k to 20k-ish level. 32 to 22, it should be more specific. Those will be key levels. But definitely it's going to be somewhere in this area. So let's see. I don't think I went over the daily. We did have a daily time frame divergence as well. A little bit more local indication to the downside that was meant to be, and that's how we ultimately were able to assume that this coil was going to break down. Was we had confluence on these other things, right? We knew we had a coil and that we're about to have a very big move, and we got that very big move. It definitely was an easy trade too, simply with if you were following the FOMC. Let's see if I can find it real quick. We had the interest rate, yeah, it came out forecasted, and it came out as expected, as forecasted, and so it was a very simple primed market structure to be a Selby news event, and that's exactly what we got. I went over this stuff more in detail. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that video. I never ended up I'd forgotten to upload to YouTube, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. It had some goodies that I went over. Going down, let's go to the 4-hour real quick. Okay, never mind. Let's go to the hour. Yeah. Right off the bat, I'm not very happy with this bottom. Right, we don't have a lot going on for us with this. I do like a little bit what's going on in here, and I'm gonna go over that in a minute. But let's finish where we're at right now. Market structure wise, we had very clear highs being put in, a very clear break of structure right there, right here, and then the retest up before coming back down. So there was a lot of easy trades with that. Very clear reversal pattern, right? Nothing crazy, and that's on our higher time frame. Let's see. Yeah, 4-hour had it too. But the hour is really pretty, this market structure, even now that we're holding, doing something like this, right? We have just recently broken that high on this hourly time frame, so I am looking to long this area, and I have taken a little scalp. But we are ultimately looking for this high to be broken just because of market structure, right? This move up broke this high. This low is now protected as market structure follows. Now there is a little flip-flop between what's protected as we go down the fractal, as we go down these time frames. I'm going to go over that because market structure is king, alright? I remember when I was trying to learn market structure, a lot of people do it different ways, right? You really want to watch for body closes above what is protected. Otherwise, you will get what is called an SFP, a swing failure pattern. Plenty of examples of those. That's those stop loss hunts, as people will often call them. So that's very important. But respecting market structure. Here we go. I was in the wrong chart. We got a little bit of a bounce off of our Fibonacci golden pocket. But we do. Oh yeah, I want to finish market structure. We do have a very clear break above this high because this high made this low, and we have bodies up here. So that's a very strong body close. The only things I would, consider this not as strong is we are trading on the weekend, right? The weekend's never pretty. There's a lot of manipulation. Personally, I de-risk a lot, and I take everything with a grain of salt on the weekend. Nice little fair value gap there, and we've mitigated the 50% on that. But we didn't. Well, hold on. We did. Okay, so one thing I've been watching for is these bullish divergences on the hourly time frame. Right, I got a scalp off of this one here, and I liked it because the money flow too. We've been kind of coming up on the money flow. But then we got another push down. I knew we were going to get this push down because of what was happening on Bookmap. Fortunately, I don't have the live version of Bookmap on my computer yet, but there's this free one here, and it gave us for me, what is a clear indication of some downside. I do have an example because it's something that happens quite often, and what it was is a ladder of limit orders. Anytime you see lots of limit orders on the Bookmap, think of it as a giant magnet for price to be pulled into. And that's exactly what happened. It was the same scenario such as this one, where we just started to push through. We grabbed all the liquidity, and then they started to take us upwards, right? Now, it's not 100% of the time that happens, but it is, in my experience, incredibly likely, right? So I give it some weight, and I do recognize that, and I used that as part of my trade. Actually, I want to talk a little bit more about what's going on Bookmap. So I am looking for scalp longs, but I'm taking all of this with a grain of salt, and this is because of what's going on Bookmap. Remember what I just said is when you have limit orders like this, they are often a magnet for price. This alone, just seeing this, makes me feel quite bearish. Now I am looking for longs in this zone. I am going to try and scalp, but if we start breaking really below this 786,816 level, I'm going to be hesitant, right? Even if we do break this low, I'm going to be very hesitant that we're going to go lower. Even with our market structure flip of bullishness on that hourly time frame. I would like to see a more local flip of market structure, but even if we go down to the 2-minute time frame, we really don't have anything except for this high up here, and this 2-minute market structure, the same as what's going on in the 12-minute. This high made this low, right? So even on the 2-minute, we don't really have anything in here. Absolutely nothing. It could be even more beautiful and a much better setup if this high broke this low, and then we get a nice rollover, maybe a bounce off the supply, and even a much smaller fractal if you wanted to. 5-second time frame looking for that market structure flip. You can get a sneaky, really high risk to reward setup by sticking your stop loss behind your new protected low. If you wanted to go that route, that's something that I'll be looking for personally. And I have been trading, just not very much. Just it being the holidays and the weekend. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Today I took a couple scalps before church, and these are all my trades really up to the 18th. A lot of wins, small losses, right? That's how we do it here. So, yeah, as you can see here, I'm even in the longs on these levels, and we'll manage these trades as price action develops. But that's my style, and let's see. I wanted to. So yeah, we definitely have the divergences forming. Hourly, it's teeter-tottering on that green dot, right? You saw that just disappear and reappear, and we have 7 minutes to close. ultimately this low right here should put in a higher high, but that's not guaranteed. It's just likely. As they say, the lower time frames develop the higher time frames, and if we go down to a lower time frame, we can clearly see that we've been putting in we have a bearish market structure, right? Putting in new lows. So until we get that reversal pattern, should we really be looking to get more bullish and start targeting these other order blocks and liquidity? Because we do we do have lots of liquidity to come in rec. Just on the delta alone, there's about $25 billion worth of shorts. All right, and even just looking here on this as well, you could see where a lot of that liquidity resides. And even on the heat map over here, oh look at that, a little absorption here. So even on the heat map over here, we have confluence on some of these levels. So an area to definitely look for, maybe a first TP would be if we were to break this high here with lots of rounding liquidity, maybe a small TP here. Definitely a target, a main target is to take this high, and then we'll see what happens in these zones, right? Now I will start looking for scalps, same thing, reversal pattern, and you have your supply zones. Pull those over a little bit. Let's actually check out. Let's pull a VPVR. I haven't really messed around with that with any of the new price action, the new volume. There it goes. Okay, so POC, let's mark this. POC resides at 97,000. We have the volume area high right below that high there, and that comes in at about 102. And our volume area low comes in at 90.5. Alright, we do have a bit of a lack of volume in here. I'm really finding it likely that we rotate down to the volume area low, this low volume area, and we could start to develop a higher node, right? Higher volume node, that is. We have lots of liquidity down here, so we can wreck that and come back up. Even on the 4-hour, there is room for a divergence if we just get a nice little quick push. Not a lot of room, but it's something to look for and to consider. If we start breaking this area, though, we could start coming down to our 70K zone. You really want to see, personally, here's the confluence for that. Better visual is that $90,000, that $88,000 level to be held. And look, we have the liquidity all the way to about that 90,000. And we even left a bunch right under that first low too. Looking at more of a local heat map, a lot of the liquidity around 105 is about primed. Now, if we could get that high, who knows? That is above the volume area high currently. If market structure on the highest or higher time frame, if we were to draw that out, it would look something like I'm gonna ignore that wick because I don't like it. But this low made this high, and we have put a body close very clearly below here. So we could get that rotation up, and if it wanted to, price action, the algorithms, market makers, etc., they can push up as far as they need to in here, and even SFP the high before ultimately coming and taking down this low. So keep that in mind, right? It doesn't just have to hit here, hit there, and go down, or reject off the 618. Those things would be nice, but they're not guaranteed. That's what I'm trying to say. So just be prepared for that. Don't get too so set. It'd be nice to hit, at least the 0.5, and we do have some confluence on that 618 level, right? We have the volume area, the high. We have the order block, 618. This could end up being a very nice short, swing short, really, from this zone. Maybe tuck your stop loss somewhere back here for now, or if you really want to be safe, put it back there if you're willing to take on more risk. And then I'd be targeting this area right here, these coils that we'd put. So that alone's a 3-to-1. Yeah, that's a 3-to-1, even with a very protected stop loss. Yeah, I like that. And we'll be watching that and keeping an eye on that. Very pretty rolling of momentum waves. Could very much so start getting a bounce from here, along with that money flow. What's nice is these bullish divergences are across the time frame, right? Across the fractal, hourly time frame, 48, 24-minute, and same goes for money flow. We have money flow starting to look better in these momentum waves, while meanwhile price action was coming down through that liquidity. We were at the 618 level, and the order block, right, filled the half of the fair value gap. There's lots of reasons in confluence to take along here, and I do give that a lot of weight. But at the same time, I really want to strain and put emphasis. This has me worried for long. Okay, like we start, what is that, 94K is that first limit order. Okay, that's the 786 zone. It's below that, 93, 92. Interesting there. 92, 91, 8. That is confluence for taking this low down. Now, we could even get an SFB. I'm just be very cautious with too long. So we have reason, but this is more of the better setup. 3-to-1 risk to reward. Stop loss behind the supply zone and targeting the high because of the market structure we've been making. So let's head over to CVD and check that out real quick as well. Okay, here we are. Yeah, okay. Well, if we look more locally, we can see my cheat sheet up for y'all. Oh, goodness. Let that reset. Thought I had. Alright, there we go. Nice little guide for you. Do the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Our stuff reset. Alright. Now, over for our guide. There. Okay, so one thing I am seeing is CVD has been coming out lower than what was put in on this high, right? I'm gonna go ahead and doodle for y'all, make it a little better visuals. There we go. Okay, so relative to this high, we have large gap in here to where price is. But if we check out CVD, it's a divergence, right? It's an opposite scenario. So this tells us there's been lots of shorts there. Or at least on some aspect there is that divergence. One thing that isn't so pretty is open interest. Got a very large decline in open interest, which only leaves two possible patterns as far as our cheat sheet goes, right? It's either exhausted sellers or exhausted buyers. Obviously, we're not in any position for the exhausted buyers. So one thing we could be looking for is potentially exhausted sellers, right? But we would need to see CBD get making higher, doing the opposite of what it's doing right now. So I don't really like that as well. But it's something to keep an eye on, how things could start forming very swiftly. We don't have anything happening. The only thing that is primed is we have a higher low on price, a lower high on CBD, and what we'd need to see is open interest begin to start climbing. And that would give us very beautiful selling pressure absorption. Personally, I kind of doubt it because of how much it needs to climb, right? It needs to break above that area, which is all the way up there. I mean, that's a lot of open interest that needs to start rising. Let's look a little bit more locally. I think we had something going here. Yeah, we did. I think that was why I taken one of my longs today. Let's see. Very interesting stuff happening. First off, we have this strange event. Lots of longs opening and closing. It looks like shorts got wrecked and longs opening at the same time. Lots of different things going on here. But we did have, at least to this point, we did end up breaking the low there. But we did have a pattern, I believe. Let's see. We had price coming lower very clearly. But we had a level of absorption, and we saw that very clearly on the book map too. That was already have one open. Where's my other? So we saw that on the book map with the limit ladder orders, at least with the example. Unfortunately, I don't have live of what was happening there. And then we had CBD was coming up, and we had open interest. Yeah, right here was higher than where it was here, which is oh, maybe it's not that one. I might be misleading you. Let's see, we had price coming lower, CBD coming higher. Oh no, it's this one. Aha. We had open interest coming out, and we had CBD being held, and then price coming this way. That's your exhausted seller pattern. My apologies. I shouldn't be relying on my memory. So there was a very clear setup for this leg up, right? It did kind of get invalidated. I'm not gonna lie. This is a bit of an invalidation because we broke this area. But I still took the trade because it is a lot of absorption that was happening and confluences to give us that scalp. But truth be told, as far as the setups go, you know, these CBD cheat sheet patterns, that was a proper invalidation if you were to trade that solely. Right now we have a little something going on. Could, yeah, okay. Look at this. Here we go. If I close that, couldn't. Okay, so we actually have another pattern. Yeah, it just finished forming right now, and that is actually looks like the same pattern. So we put in a lower low. CBD is higher. Spot's been coming out, but that's fine. And then we have open interest was coming out as well. That is our exhausted sellers. Now, this could also be a long squeeze even, if we really start to see open interest rise. But what we want to see here is just this SFP, right? Just not to hold. Kind of coming down a little sharply. If we wanted to, we can get a little bit more precise. So one thing I'll do is I'll mark that level. Make it a little opaque. And then mark our levels. Just helps with the indication. So this is still exhausted seller pattern as seen here. Textbook, right? I don't give this a ton of weight, but it is used for confluences. Still live right now. Sorry for all these alerts going off. I don't know why. There's no alert there. Why is it? Okay. And we are tapping this live. So let's start over here on the 3-minute time frame. Price has been coming lower. Do a very large momentum wave. Yeah. Okay. That's not good. At least for the 3-minute time frame. 6-minute time frame, momentum wave is still looking good. Primed for a bullish divergence. Money flow looks fine. Go to the 12-minute time frame. Same story. Money flow is starting to come out a little bit more though. What I don't want to see, right, is we just kind of hang out and do one of these. I want to see some strength here. I want to see some buyers step in, right? Go to the 24-minute time frame. Okay. Much prettier on the money flow, and we are primed on divergences as well. And we can even build a divergence off of this momentum wave. That's the main one you don't want to see break. And then going down to the hourly time frame, there's really isn't a lot of breathing room as far as your momentum wave goes. We're very close to this low. Money flow does look nice still. I'm not going to deny that. Let's check Bookmap real quick. 94K is the main one I want to get hit. This was a part of the ladder order that we'd seen before. I really want to see us get a good bounce from there. And if we start coming lower, I'm not really going to be looking to long as much. And if I do, I'm going to have to see something pretty. But if we start losing that level, it's not going to be pretty for me. So I want to see 99.5. What's going on there? What interest is going on? Confluence. Oh wow, look at that. It lines up perfectly with our target high on market structure. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I wonder if they're going to come up there for maybe just an SFP. Ooh, there's your buyers coming in. Giving us a little bounce. That is nice. Grab my orders. Did D. And then there's the 94K one. Alright. Let's see. Check the one. I think I skipped that one. What's going on? A nice push up. Okay. No bullish divergence, but money flows hasn't been making a lower low. That's nice too. There's your buyers coming in. Give us a good push. Let's check. We can actually now move. Right, this is what I was talking about. We can now move and mark this as protected for 2-minute market structure because we have body closes below this low. That is protected. and this is now unprotected. Okay. If you really wanted to wait for your larger confirmations, it would be a good break above this high. We did have a bit of a fake out over here. This market structure, at least on the 2-minute time frame, was like this. And this was your SFP event, where we just wicked below and you didn't close the body. And then we started coming up, we broke this high. So there has been a fake out, okay? So keep that in mind too. That just tells me to give less weight to what's going on and what we're seeing. DVD, okay. Open interest is rising. Alright. I don't mind seeing open interest rise as long as we see some, buyers coming. That's fine. Be happy to see that. So what time frame are we looking for the first green dot? 6-minute time frame. Beautiful wick right into that order block. That's very pretty. If we print a nice bullish candle here, I'd be very happy with that indeed. I think that's enough of Bitcoin technical analysis. Let's go ahead and I want to talk about real quickly a couple more things. We're going to look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is telling us something very important. We have broken market structure and we've gotten this beautiful retest. Let's see if we have any fib level that. Okay, just about the 786 almost. Nice little rejection off there, but that's your larger time frame market structure, and it's a reversal pattern. This leg up is this leg right here. So ultimately, we can look to see potentially this low get taken out. And same story, I believe, on the hourly time frame as well, where this leg is this leg here. And we can look for that reversal pattern on a smaller macro or smaller fractal. What does this tell us? This tells me, at least, that we could very much so begin to see altcoin season. Money begin to trickle down into the higher market cap coins, medium and lower, so forth. Normal crypto cycles. And so some of the coins that I'm buying are Monero. I've bought a bit of Ethereum as well. And then we have Sand, Atom, Dot. We also have Quant, AVAX. I think I bought a little bit of XRP. Not too keen on buying XRP. We are in a nice wedge, but I haven't bought as much XRP as I have the others. Gala. I bought some Gala. Bought a little bit more Chromatica. And I think some Link, and that's just about it. Alright, that's enough diversification for me. Yeah. Those are and I will be looking to buy more if we do come down. These tokens, sure. Monero and Ethereum are definitely the ones that I want to be watching right now. Man, this chart's a little bit crazy. Yeah, I'll just here we go. Alright. Solid. Monero's definitely one to be keeping an eye on. Even right now, like, it's one of the few in the green, and it's been doing that lately. You ask me my opinion, right? What I believe is that eventually we're gonna have a bit of a flippening on, the the dominance. I know Bitcoin's the OG, but Monero is everything that Bitcoin was supposed to be, and it's withheld very, very nicely. We are breaking out of this range now too, so I mean, same tokenomics too as Bitcoin. So with that being said, like Monero should be not the one that's $95,000. You know, we're only at on 180. But I see a lot of upside potential, and there's a lot of liquidity right here too. Oh, that one got hit. If we do come back into this range, be watching to take out those levels, buy some more. Bouncing off the volume area high. We'll do a little quick check up on Bitcoin. How are we looking? Very nice push up, bullish divergence, watching that high. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. You have everything you need, I believe, to trade these next days, weeks, what to watch for, and how to go about managing your trades. I will not be posting as much due to the holidays, but come the end of New Year's, I will be trading more and getting back into the swing of things. So, God bless, stay safe, manage risks, and take care.